What's up everyone, my name's Ashura. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are covering the deck list from the winning OP08 leaders over on the eastern side of the world. Let's get into it. Alright, so our boy Marco is up first. So let's take a look at his list. So he's running 2 Otamas, 4 Searching Izzos, which is pretty classic, and a Whitebeard setup. We've got 4 Doflamingos, which lets us stack the deck, 4 2Ks in the form of Jozu. We also have another 2K actually, new to OP08. It's another 2K. This is one of the cards that lets you reveal 2 Whitebeard Pirates cards from your hand and then gives a benefit to your character. So this one lets your character gain 2000 power during this turn. Then we got 4 Blocker Marcos, because in conjunction with the Blocker Marcos, we're playing 3 Seaquakes as well as 4 Radical Beams. Next, we've got another classic from OP08. Reveal 2 more Whitebeard cards from your hand on play, and then put a cost 4 or less back to your opponent's hand. Classic 5 cost Marco, gonna see that in any Whitebeard build. And then we have a 5 cost Ace, so this is new from OP08 as well. Reveal 1 card from the top of your deck, play up to 1 card with a type including Whitebeard Pirates and cost of 4 or less, then place the rest to the top or bottom of your deck. So this deck has got a little bit of everything going on, including the new Secret Silver's Relay. So this is a great card. It is basically a buffed up ace where you can minus 3000 and 2000 from 2 characters, and then you get to KO a character. So instead of getting rush, you get to KO something. So overall, I think Marco actually is a very solid deck here. It is a bit spicy in that it is trying to do everything from cost reduction to having rushers, but I do like how it has a solid Whitebeard foundation. It's got Izzo, Jozu, 4 cost Blocker Marco, 5 cost Marco, 7 cost Ace. It is a very solid looking deck. Not to mention it's got the new support where you can reveal 2 Whitebeard cards and then you get a boost to one of your characters. So I think that's pretty cool. Not to mention you are also running the new Secret Relay, which is incredibly cool, and a 1-of spice of the 9 cost Sanji as well as the 8 cost Dragon. So if you can set that up with your Doflamingos in the deck, I think you're looking pretty solid, and the rest of the deck should honestly run itself. Whitebeard is a very solid archetype and it does very well for itself. With more support, I can honestly see Marco going far, and this is only the first iteration of what I'm going to be assume are many deck lists for it. I can see this being taken in a lot of different ways, so I'm excited to see where this goes. Ooh, you guys already know I'm super excited for this one. Purple Yellow Pudding. So I was ecstatic when this leader got revealed, and I am so happy to be finally seeing a solid deck list for it. So let's get right into it. Let's start out with the cards that obviously we can't read, but we'll get a translation on. So let's start with Black Maria here. So activate main once per turn. If you have no other Black Maria characters, add up to 5 Dawn cards from your Dawn deck and rest them. Then at the end of your turn, return the Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck until you have the same number of Dawn cards on your field as your opponent. So this might seem useless, but this is essential when you're Dawn minusing later in the deck, and I'm going to point out why later. Ooh, not to mention, look, 2K. She's a 2K. Next card, another Brûlée. We already love the yellow 3 cost Brûlée, so let's see what this one's about. Blocker. Let's go. Blocker. On KO, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. So for 4 cost, I think this is pretty solid. The only way this could have been made better is if it had trigger, but we can't have everything in the world. We've already got one with trigger, so getting another that doesn't but ramps you, pretty good. And it's on KO, so with a blocker. So this is on our terms, and pretty much any deck except yellow is gonna have to deal with this. So it is a free ramp, and that's why I do love this card in particular. Free ramp is always good ramp. And then we've got 6 cost Katakuri here. So on play, you may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face down, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck, and set it as active. So naturally, this is going to combo with Pudding's leader ability where she can put the top 2 of her life face up to ramp. So you're gonna do that to ramp. You're then gonna play this bad boy to put 1 down, and then you're also gonna ramp again. So this is gonna get you down to your boss monsters a lot quicker. You're gonna be able to play your 10 cost Big Mom, your 10 cost Big Mom and Kaido. So yeah, let's keep going because we got other cards to look at. But 9 cost Lin Lin. By the way, absolutely love this art. Fantastic. This art is great. Not to mention, it is a on play Dawn -1, trash 1 card from your hand, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards, add up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost 6 or less to the top or bottom of their life cards, face up. So this is a Yamato and a Katakuri combined. Absolutely love that. Or actually, I guess you could say this is a 7 cost Big Mom and a 8 cost Katakuri combined. That's a much better way to think about it. Goodness gracious, I've been playing so much in L, but I'm so ecstatic for this card. I think it's super cool. I love when they are able to combine cards like this. It gives you more flexibility. It lets you be able to run this instead of either of those cards in a deck if you so choose. And honestly, that's exactly what happened in this list, because next we've got the classic 10 drop Big Mom, but in addition we're running 2 of the Big Mom, or the Kaido and Lin Lin. When attacking, Dawn -10, KO all characters other than this character, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards, and trash 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. This is literally just 10 drop Big Mom and Kaido smushed together. Like, this card is going to be amazing. The art on this is absolutely fire. I love it so much. I can't wait to get this card. I can't wait to play this deck. It already looks like there's going to be several ways to play this deck, so I'm excited to see how this goes. It's going to be amazing. We've got 4 of the You're the One Who Should Disappear, and you know I love that card so much. That is my favorite 0 cost event. And then we've got more searchers on top of the 1 cost pudding that we're running. So let's look at it again. 1 cost, if your leader has Animal Kingdom Pirates or Big Mom Pirates, look at the top 5, grab 1, put the rest at the bottom, trigger, activate the card's main effect. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This deck honestly looks incredibly solid. We've got 4, 8, 12 2Ks. We've got 4 blockers with Brule, Black Maria. We've got Capone. Actually, wait. 4, 8, 12. We have 16 2Ks in this deck. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. This is an incredible deck, I think. This is a great first attempt with pudding, and I love what's going on here. I'm absolutely in love. I don't know how we keep going with this. How do we go to the next leader? I guess we got to, though. Alrighty, guys. You should already know as soon as I pull up this page, it is time to go searching in yellow, because it is our boy, Calgera. So let's take an immediate look at the list. We'll go through the cards we can read as we get to them, but we are starting out with classic Shura. Lets you search for a Sky Island card, trigger, play this card, needs no more introduction. We've got Holly combo. Absolutely love it when it fires, hate it when it doesn't. Next we've got the 2K Frankie from 07. So he's got that trigger that draw 1 card, then if you are at 1 life or less, play this card. So pretty cool. Lets you get a body or lets you draw a card, and you don't even have to trigger it. You can always put it to hand if you want to get that 2K. Then we've got the new 4 cost wiper. It's also a 2K, so that's pretty amazing. On play, look at top 5 cards of your deck. Told you we were going searching, guys. Reveal up to 1 upper yard, add it to your hand, and then bottom deck the rest of those cards. So this is a searcher for a searching stage, essentially. We've got the classic 2K Satori. We've got 5 cost Nolan, which on play, if your leader has Shindorian Warrior, duh, and you have a Calgera character, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. So Calgera is a 6 cost 8K vanilla card, and so when you have that on board with Nolan, then you can just get a life, which is pretty cool. Also, it should be mentioned, you can combo this on, I believe it is 6 Dawn, because you put 1 on your leader. swing, get the Calgera out, and then you play Nolan and you recover a life after you have to take one because of dropping Calgera from your hand with leader ability. So pretty spicy to be able to get 2 characters on board for your 6 Dawn turn, by the way. We've got 5 cost Wiper with 7k attack. On play, you may place 1 stage with a cost of 1 to the bottom of the owner's deck. Look at 5 cards, reveal up to 1 upper yard or Shandorian Warrior, and then put the rest at the bottom. So this is pretty cool because you're basically just chaining searches, right? So let's say you don't have an upper yard, you play Shura, grab an upper yard. Next turn you play Wiper to possibly grab another upper yard and then play an upper yard. Grab something, play the 5 cost Wiper that maybe you grabbed, and then you bottom deck your upper yard to replace it with another upper yard you have in hand, or you find another Shandorian Warrior type. There's just a lot of searching going on in this deck. And then you've got Rush Ace, where if you're at 2 or less life, because you're going to be taking your life to build board rapidly, you can just throw him out and he's got Rush. So 7k attack, that's pretty great, honestly. Like I mentioned, we've got the vanilla Calgera here. Everyone thought it was going to be a secret rare and that, or a super rare, and that it was going to be amazing. We'll be comboing so much with it. And we have a vanilla. Don't know what to tell you. 1 cost event for Calgera specifically. If your leader has Shandorian Warrior type, up to 1 of your leader or character cards gain 3k attack, then play up to 1 upper yard from your hand. So that's pretty cool. Counter for 1, get out of an attack, go searching. Like I said, we are searching. Oh, and the triggers draw 2 trash 1 from your hand. So let's dig through the deck. Let's dig through the deck. Goodness, we're just stacking the deck by going through all these searches. Like, we will get to the bottom and then we'll keep going and grabbing. We've got 2 Amarus because Sky Island Amaru, pretty great if we're playing all these searches. And naturally, the deck can't function if we don't play 4 upper yards. So there they are. I really thought Calgera was going to be a meme deck, but I'm going to be trying this because I already have most of the cards. I'm sure the list will get more refined, but this looks like a pretty solid Sky Island package list so far. This isn't even including the, I believe, the 2k bird that searches for upper yard. So absolutely incredible. I'm happy to be seeing that so many of these first initial lists actually look so viable. It's very refreshing. And last but not least, we have Carrot. So Carrot's running 4 baby 5. Ooh, and it's got the Searcher Minx as well from OP08. OP08 got so many Minx cards, by the way. It just has a ton now for Carrot. It really decided to just give so much support to this leader, which is pretty great because honestly, I was calling it. I was expecting this leader to be dead on arrival, and it's really looking like it's not. Let's keep looking at the list. We've got the 2 cost here, which is a 2k. You can rest this character and then set up to 1 your Dawn cards is active. So very interesting. Then we have, we've got Beppo, Inu, Viola. Let's get to some more new ones. Ooh, let's see, Bonnie. On play, add up to 1 of your opponent's rested characters or Dawn cards will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, be able to essentially Dawn minus them for a turn is pretty gas. Our boy, another Inu, 5 cost. If your leader has the Minx type, up to 2 of your opponent's rested characters that cost a 5 or less will not become active in their next refresh phase. So locking down the board is looking like what Carrot's going to be doing in this deck partially. And on play or when attacking. These are always critical with these slashes. Love when it gets both. But up to 1 of your opponent's rested characters that cost 7 or less will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. So that's pretty dope. I mean, again, you are keeping your opponent's board locked down. If Carrot can absolutely just lock your board down, then what does she really have to worry about other than going face and depleting your hand? I mean, that's going to be pretty cool in this deck. And I mean, we're continuing with that theme because we're going to rest characters with Hottie Jones. We have 8 cost Rosinante to be playing all of our 5 costs in this deck, which at the moment we have 7, 10, a fifth of the deck. So we're going to get value out of the Rosinante for sure. And we've got Doffy. Doffy is going to lock down more of the board. So as we're playing our cards, our 5 costs, you know, back to back, just locking down the board a little bit, boom, Doffy. This is looking like a solid deck, and I really thought that she wasn't going to work, but I'm glad to be eating my words, honestly. Carrot looks like that she has more than enough support, and it's awesome to be able to see a deck like this shine. We got the Don Quixote family card here. Love that a card from OP04 is making a comeback. Pretty cool. Well, everyone, I appreciate you guys making it to the end of the video. Big props to everyone who piloted new leaders this past weekend in OP08 over on the eastern side. It takes a lot of guts to be piloting a new leader, especially taking a new leader and then winning your store battle with them. So big props to everyone who did that over there. And I appreciate all the lists for us to be able to just take a look at and be able to speculate and appreciate. So everyone have a good night or a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.